presents is going to be the first of its kind in India. After which, it will be open to all of you for any questions that you may have. With it, may now request Dr. Bilson to begin the event with a few words.
Engineering and the business school. Okay? The business school approach to analytics is different because the role of analytics in business is very, very different than the role in the physical sciences. In the physical sciences, the rules of the game are relatively static. The best way to build a bridge is the same today as it was 50 years ago. But the rules of the game in business are very different because business is always aiming towards the future. So analytics is really the use of computers, including software and hardware, to help augment decision making. Okay? Computers have a large comparative advantage in their ability to store vast amounts of information from the past. Okay? So I say a computer has a comparative advantage in knowing the past. But humans have a comparative advantage in knowing the future. Okay? There have been very few advances in human society and human economics that result purely from the presence of a computer. If we think of the iPhone or the Tesla car or Amazon, all of these were created by people. So when we approach an MBA, we're really trying to merge these two forms of knowledge, the knowledge of the past and the knowledge of the future. The MBA in Business Analytics is also a bridge between the technical people at the workforce in a corporation and the leadership of the corporation who are making the strategic decisions. Our MBAs in Business Analytics should be able to talk to both groups of people. Okay, they should be able to talk to the computer scientists about algorithms and talk to the executives about strategy. And that's really the way that we are designing this program. Okay? I think I'll leave it there and hand it off to Bala. Okay?
Thank you, John. It is very, very important for us to know the world has changed significantly, especially in the last 3 years. The internet revolution is far beyond the industrial revolution. The internet revolution happened in 1995-96. Now, in the world of what is called as an industrial revolution 4.0, where there is actually a plane of a gigantic size like a jumbo jet can leave New York to Shanghai in less than 20 hours, reach there, but the whole plane has no human being at all, including pilot, first officer, flight attendant. The whole thing is for cargo. So what is called as a VUCA world 3 years back, volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous, has now replaced into a PUCA world. What is PUCA? Can I have a platform for unmanned cargo aircraft? So if you imagine like a drone, a whole plane is going all the way without any human being inside the plane, and therefore no oxygenation for people to breathe, etc. is needed. And that reduces the total fuel cost consumption by close to 40%. And then if you also look at an industry which is normally shipping the business, shipping the products into say Shanghai, can now ship it instead of 25 days into 20 hours. And the cost, if you look at the total cost of capital or the cost of inventory carrying cost, can be reduced. The air shipping is going to be cheaper than the cargo shipping, and you reach the customer 20 hours. Now in that kind of world, if you still teach the same old MBA, I don't think it is going to pan out the well. But that is not going to work. So now the question is, in this world, what does it work? What does it need? So the man alone cannot do something, the machine alone cannot do something, and therefore, but if you put the two together, For example, if you give the amazing processing capabilities in terms of artificial intelligence, amazing processing capability in terms of business learning, with a huge big data, and at the same time a cloud computing where the cost of storage and cost of processing is cheaper, and couple it with this information from the industrial revolution, from the internet revolution, then what is happening is you are able to process the thing with the computing, but at the same time use the human brain to think beyond the current thing. So if the humans can think about the future, and then this machine can talk about the processing capability, so that what we cannot humanly do it can be done, then this artificial intelligence, according to John Bilson, becomes augmented intelligence. That augmented intelligence coupled with analytics, cloud storing and cloud computing, and at the same time this so-called AIM law which we have created, artificial intelligence, machine learning, algorithmic analytics and blockchain, is going to make a change, a revolution in step with what is happening in the world. So therefore the MBA program itself has to be drastically changed, redesigned. And that is exactly what we are doing with this particular new program, where the technology acumen and the excellence of the West combined with the human brains of the East together is creating what is called an MBA in Business Analytics. So our students will go, the students of this program will go to Chicago at IIT, which is known for a tech place. It's called Illinois Tech, just like MIT. And there they will learn 1 month with advanced analytics and whatnot. Prior to that, from January to May, they will attend all the courses on a blended learning basis, completely taught by Illinois Institute of Technology. Only 1 or 2 will come here, but it will be done. And prior to that, from July to December, they will do the entire 1-year program that we are teaching in a separate class, in a separate classroom, so that they get also the placement assistance. So we are getting the best of both worlds, best of placement, best of technological entrepreneurship, and also one step ahead of the entire competition as a world. I am very pleased to tell you, the only business school in the entire country which has gotten the top 3rd rank in a world comparison on analytics is Great Lakes Institute of Management. Even though we are only 15 years old, and even though other schools are even as old as 60, 65 years. So why not we take advantage of that and create an MBA in Business Analytics, where the price will be very similar. I call it as an affordable excellence with an achievable relevance. And that's exactly what this program, combining the two things together at the same price approximately, because we have to have only the incremental price of living for 1 month in Chicago. So you get best of both worlds. Instead of a tyranny of or, we will take the power of and create a new value to our students. So you get the best of both worlds. And that's exactly the program. We just launched in Bombay, went to the Bangalore, now today is at Chennai. So welcome to this program, and any questions you have, we are very happy to do. And the brochure that you have gives you much more details, and we have 2-3 faculty also, not only our associate dean, Professor Swaminathan, there is also the admission director, Ishwar, who will be here probably at 6:45. Any questions?